You heard there the CEO of easyJet, Johan Lundgren, welcoming the reopening of the UK. However, of course, when Portugal was then removed from the green list to the amber list, Johan Lundgren's view sharply changed. Now he says the United Kingdom, along with others, is making it up as they go along, and it's a mess.
The concerns and the frustration I have is something I share with many people. I share it with millions of people, because customers alike, thought when the traffic light system was introduced, as we did as operator as well, that it did provide a stable framework on how international travel could restart. But the problem has been that the government has, not been transparent under what criteria that the different countries should be in what buckets of green, amber, red. So they have made this up as they go along, and the decision to put Portugal from green to amber is not borne by any data or science at all. The cases of infections is rising higher and more in UK as an example, and the levels and the concerns about the Delta variant is not hardly existent in Portugal at all. And let me just point this out as well. It's not only about Portugal. I mean, the number of cases in Malta, 10 cases per 100,000, Balearics, 33 cases per 100,000. That is significantly below where UK is. Those should have been on the green list. So they do make this up as they go along, unfortunately.
Are you more optimistic about mainland Europe? The digital green pass, the digital pass comes in continent-wide as of July the 1st. Some countries are already using it. The idea of removing restrictions intra-EU, are you encouraged or not?
Yes, I am. I think that, as you pointed out, I mean, the digital COVID certificate now is being used by 7 countries, and I think that the remainder of the member states will have that up and running by end of July. And they are very consistent in their approach that they want to restart travel in a safe way. And that is exactly what is taking place right now. And I think also that they have been very clear in certain cases. Holland is a good case where they have pointed out that, look, here are the thresholds on how you are being defined as a low-risk countries, as an example. So operators and people know what to expect and can follow and track the development on how the infections are developing. So I'm absolutely very, very positive and commend them for the work they're doing.
Turning to easyJet, do you now believe you are okay financially, even if it's a bad summer or not as good summer as you'd hope? Do you think, will you have to raise more money?
Well, first of all, we have raised over £5.5 billion since the start of the crisis. We had at the half-year results, we announced that we have £2.9 billion of liquidity, and we raised that from a wide variety of sources. We're going to manage through the situation, whatever gets thrown at us as well. But now it's most important that we're really making sure that the governments are using data to unwind the restrictions that are in place. And I'm very glad to see that is now taking place outside the UK. The UK is isolating itself now from the rest of the world, and that is simply not good enough. But we're going to work through whatever gets thrown at us, and we're going to manage this situation.